morning. My name is Connor. You must be Yee. We spoke on the phone. Nice to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you too.
So what can I do to help you? What did you come in for today?
Well, my other half and I, we're really struggling with rent, and we're trying really hard, but we're wondering if you guys can help us.
With
By the way, what time does the bus come?
the bus comes,
Because I have to, my kids finish school in 2 hours. Do you think
Okay.
that the bus will come back and pick us up?
yeah, I think that the bus will be here in an hour, and so we'll try and get all of this done before the bus comes. I'll make sure that you're out of here before then. Okay, so what specific assistance are you looking for the Salvation Army to help you with?
Well, we're behind on our rent, a little over a month. I have the papers here, should I see it?
Rent or utility?
Oh, yeah. Well, we also need help with utilities, whichever one you can help with.
Okay. Let's see, what do you have the documents for? So we'll check, see which ones you have.
You know, I called Hawaiian Electric, and they just told me that maybe you guys can help.
Okay. Yeah, we should be able to
So,
provide, we'll do our best.
I don't know what, I just brought everything. I hope this
Okay,
is enough.
let's see what you
Okay,
have.
so I have that one and this one.
Okay, so
Can you
these
guys
are your
pay the
invoices
whole,
for.
the whole amount? It's here.
So what our grants allow us to pay is only 1 month of this. So of all of the months that you have piled together, the only thing that we're allowed to pay is 1 month. But the good news is that of these months, I can pick the month that has the most amount left, and I can pay the one that has the highest of that month. Does that make sense?
Just 1 month.
Just 1 month, though. That's all that our
So,
grants will allow us to do.
what about this 1,268?
So we can try and help you with the 1 month, but then you guys are going to have to be able to pay the rest of it, or we can try and refer you to another agency.
Okay. Well, 1 month is good. I'll take the 1 month.
Well, okay, so I gotta make sure first that you have all of the right documents and that you qualify for our assistance before I can tell you for sure that we're going to be able to help you, just so you know. Okay, so I'm gonna have you sign this statement of understanding.
Wait, how long did you say it's gonna take us?
This will take us less than an hour. I'm positive that you will be out of here before the bus comes.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll have you put your name up here on the top. And then what you're gonna do is basically each one of these things is saying, the statement of understanding is that we are not necessarily going to be able to assist you even though you had a meeting with us, but we are going to do our best. So you initial each one of these and sign here, and then I sign here.
Let me do this now?
Yes, that would be great. And then you're gonna keep this top copy because it's your proof that, of what we talked about here. While you're doing that, do you wanna hand me the rest of your documents so that I can look and see to make sure that you have everything?
I hope this is everything.
Thank you for making photocopies. That makes it much easier. I don't have to run back and forth to the copy machine.
You're welcome.
Is there a history of payments in here anywhere?
Yeah, I put the pay stubs of my other half.
Oh, it's not the pay stubs. It's a history of payments that you've made already to your landlord. Which should be in here.
This one
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, so there's the history of your payments for your electric company. Okay. And which one is your husband's pay stubs?
Here.
These things. Okay, and where are yours?
Well, I just started an overnight job
Okay.
at a temp company, and they placed me with this company called Adeco.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Adeco is the employment agency, and they gave me a job that works at this overnight shoe store.
Okay, so
And
this
so
is
this is
proof
an
of it.
email from the employment agency.
Okay, awesome. This
that okay?
this will work. This is perfect. Thank you.
I mean, if you want, later on, after I get my pay stub, I can send you my first pay stub.
Okay, yeah. That might not be necessary. This might be all that I need. So one of the concerns is we want to just make sure that what you, like if we're going to assist you, that it will help and be like that you'll still be able to pay your utilities after this self-sustaining, because we're only able to pay the 1 month. So why do you think that you would be able to moving forward, even though this happened to you now?
Well, my other half, he has a really, really good job.
Okay.
So I know that with me, with this new job, it'll be able to help us be able to make all of our payments after this. I know for sure it's just this, only for this 1 month, and then we'll be okay. I know for sure.
How do you know for sure?
Well, I plan to keep this job, and afterwards, I'm even going to ask that they can hire me full-time, so it's not just a temporary job.
Okay. So you didn't have this job before, and that's one of the reasons why costs added up. Anything else happened in your life?
Well, you know, my sister, she used to live with us, and then she left, and she helped us to pay for some of the household bills. And so when she left,
Okay.
It caused a problem. But I know with this job, you know,
So then
everything's
after
gonna be
she
okay.
left, you got this job.
Right,
Okay, to try and help make the ends meet. Okay, so that's why you fell behind the 1 month.
right. But we'll
Or
be
a bit
okay.
more,
We'll be okay
okay.
after this.
Okay, so do you think that you and your husband will be able to pay the rest of this outstanding bill if the Salvation Army is able to help you with 1 month?
Yes, we will.
Okay. Something that I am going to need you to do after our appointment today is to call Hawaiian Electric and authorize Connor Hendricks from the Salvation Army to talk to the Hawaiian Electric Company about your account.
Yeah, no problem.
That's no problem?
I can do
Okay.
that.
So you'll be able to call them after this?
I'll do that right after this.
Okay, because I have to confirm both the amounts with them and then to let them kind of know what our plan is moving forward.
Okay, I can do that, no problem.
Okay. So, thank you for filling this out.
You guys are the only one who called me back. You know, I called so many places. You guys are the only one who can help us.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that, yeah, a lot of the other places are super busy too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Put my number on here for you as well, if you have any questions after our appointment today. So this is your copy. You need to hang on to that, and it's got my phone number right there if you have any questions.
Okay. So I can take this?
Yep, you can take that. So then, just for a little bit of planning for the future, we do what's called the Hana Panoi workshop, so I'm just going to go over that with you really quickly. I'm going to grab one of the booklets and I'll be right
What time is the
back.
bus coming again?
You still have well over half an hour, so we're going to be okay. And the bus picks you up right outside of here.
Okay, okay,
Okay, no worries. This won't take long.
okay.
Bye. Okay, so this is a little booklet that you're going to actually get to keep. And I'm just going to go through the most important parts of it. And then you can kind of look over the rest and everything. But it's just a tool for you to be able to use to make sure that you don't fall behind again in your finances. And maybe even be able to save up for the future so that you won't have to rely on community resources anymore. But with that said, we are still more than happy to try and help you with this. Okay.
Yeah, if my sister, sometimes I don't understand what happened, but I'm just so grateful for you guys.
We're happy to be here. That's why I like coming to work every day. Thank you for saying that. So the first part of this is prioritizing your needs versus your wants. And so I'm going to have you circle which one you think is a need of this category and which of these is a want. So just whatever you think that the right answer is. Okay, let's see. Okay, can I ask you why you think cable TV and internet is a need for your household?
Well, my kids, that's kind of something that occupies them. I'm so busy always having to cook and do laundry, and it seems that that's the one thing that will just kind of calm them down.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. And so identifying needs and wants and all these kinds of things is important because, like we live in Hawaii, and so it's a very difficult place sometimes to make ends meet. And sometimes we have to make difficult choices. So the next question is if you had to spend money, or if you had to cut only one thing from your budget to save money, what would that item be? Just to kind of get you thinking about if your family gets into like a little bit more of a crisis mode or the budget gets tighter, like what's something that is expendable that isn't an absolute need for your family. So if you had to cut one item from your budget, what would it be?
It'll be hard, but I guess the cable can go.
Okay, I'll just write that down. And this isn't things that you necessarily have to implement in your own life right now, but it's just ways to get you to start thinking about like this may be something, if push comes to shove, that we might be able to get rid of. Okay, so the next section is about recognizing resources. And so we think that those resources can come in both external resources, and you've already identified one of those resources, which is the Salvation Army, which is a community resource that kind of tries to assist people if they fall into times of need. And then we also want you to identify 3 resources or individual skills and strengths within yourself that you can use if your family kind of comes into a hard time. So I'm going to let you write this down, and so if you could try to identify 3 community resources. So I kind of gave you the first one.
Salvation Army.
Yeah, and then 3 individual strengths or skills that you feel like you have to help your family in a time of crisis.
Does my church count?
Yeah. He's not really a community resource, maybe a community resource is
What about that building that told me to come here?
Building?
Right?
What
the
building?
guys across the street over there?
Oh,
They're
at
the
Aloha
ones-
United
yeah.
Way? That would be a community resource. That's a great answer. Yeah. And then 3 individual strengths or skills that you feel like you have.
You know, the people across the street, they said that I ask good questions.
Okay.
Is being friendly, does that count?
Yeah, it sure counts. Yeah. But let's try to focus the last one as a strength that you feel like helps your family in a time of crisis.
Oh. Like emergencies, when emergencies happen? I know how to cook.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And so this right here, this section is for your benefit, and it's to kind of help you get a hold of your finances in a way where you write it all out. So right here is the jobs. So for you and your husband, here's you would put the jobs here, or who is making the money, and the amount that makes per month. And then if you guys receive any other kind of help. So do you guys have any government assistance at all, like food stamps
Yeah,
or?
we have food stamps.
Okay, so then you would write that amount here as well. And then total the amount of money that you have for an income, and then over here, all the expenses and things that you have to spend money on every month, and kind of figure out maybe what you're spending too much on, or where your money is going. It's a really great way to understand what's happening to all of your money every month. So I'm not going to have you fill this section out right now, but you can take this home, and maybe with your husband you guys can go over this and maybe make a plan together as a family. Like, this is how we want our budget to look. If you like how it looks now, then that's okay, because it sounds like you've gotten another job, and then that's going to be what's helping your family get through, so that you don't have to ask for any kind of
I
assistance.
can ask
again.
my sister maybe to help me with that.
Okay, sounds good. And the last thing, so I'll let you take that home then. For you. And the good news is that you have all of your documents that you needed to bring into me today.
The lady, I spoke to the lady, she told me what to bring, so that's why.
Yeah, she's really good at being on top of that and helping people get it, so that we only want to be able to, we don't want to waste any of your time, because we know that people have to work and you have to pick up your kids and stuff, so we only want to do one kind of meeting, and then we can do everything else kind of over the phone.
Okay, thank you so much.
But yeah, thank you for letting me know your situation, and so what we're going to try.
Can I call you sometime
Yep.
if I have questions?
So I gave you my phone number, it's right here.
Okay.
So if you have any questions, but I'll probably be contacting you next.
Okay.
And I will contact you about what, if we're able to help, and then I'll start kind of moving on that process. So my next step then is I'm going to be calling Hawaiian Electric after you call them and authorize me on your account.
Okay.
And then I'll get in touch with you after that, and I'll see where we can go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. I heard you guys give food?
Yeah, we do a food pantry on Mondays and Fridays from 12:30 to 2:30.
Is that the only times you guys do it? You guys don't do it like today?
No, we don't have it today.
Okay.
But the bus is coming soon, and so I'm gonna let you go so that you're able to go pick up your kids, and then I will give you a call later this week to tell you kind of how your case is
So
going.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your help. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi Edie, this is Connor from the Salvation Army. I'm just calling to let you know that I spoke to Hawaiian Electric, and we are going to be able to assist you. I'll be writing the check request today. And if you have any further questions for me, my number is 808-800-4327. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Okay, bye.